Has Squid Game Season 3 left you feeling a bit unsatisfied? If you haven't watched it yet, hit pause and skip this video because we're diving deep into spoilers and unpacking everything that could have been better in this highly anticipated season. Hello and welcome to the first episode of Let's Talk About It. Squid Game Season 3 dropped with a bang, but let's be real. While the finale was epic, the season itself felt like it missed the mark in a few big ways. Today we're diving into 5 things that could have made Season 3 even better. So grab your green tracksuit and, without wasting a time on an intro, let's get into it. First up, let's talk about the frontman. This guy is the mastermind behind the games, the shadowy figure pulling all the strings, and yet we barely know anything about him. The show gave us one measly flashback scene to explain his past, and that's it? Come on, Netflix. This is the main guy orchestrating this deadly chaos, and you expect us to be satisfied with a single vague moment? Instead, the writers spent way too much time focusing on player 456. Don't get me wrong, he's great. But we also got stuck with that random sketch artist guy who added nothing to the plot. Imagine if they'd given us a deeper dive into the front man's motivations, his descent into darkness, or what drives him to run this twisted game. A few well-crafted flashbacks could have made his character so much more compelling, and given the season a richer emotional core. Next, let's talk about the detective, who is the most pointless character in the entire series. For 2.5 seasons, this guy has been chasing the game's location like a dog after its tail, and what does he have to show for it? Nothing. His arc feels like filler, and the writing for him is just lazy. Even side characters like Mr. Choi had more depth and purpose. The worst part? The show tries to sell us on this emotional brotherly connection between the detective and the frontman, but it falls flat because they barely build it up. Why make them brothers if you're not going to explore their relationship properly? A few heartfelt scenes or a shared backstory could have made their dynamic hit harder. But instead, the detective feels like a plot device that never pays off. Moving on to number 3, the death of player number 120. This character was introduced as a military-trained badass in Season 2, dominating every game with sharp survival instincts and grit. She was tough, smart, and had us all rooting for her. So how does Season 3 do her dirty? By killing her off in the most underwhelming, silly way possible? Without spoiling the exact details, let's just say her exit felt like a cheap plot twist that didn't do her character justice. The writers built her up as a powerhouse, only to toss her aside like she was just another random player. A more meaningful or intense send-off would have honored her strength and kept us invested in her story. Number 4, the American angle. Look, Netflix has all the money in the world, so it's no surprise they tried to give Squid Game a global spin by setting part of the story in America. But Dagchi on the streets of America? Really? For those who don't know, Dagchi is a traditional Korean game, and seeing it played in an American context felt so forced and out of place. It's like the writers wanted to make the show feel universal, but didn't think through how to make it believable. A little more effort to adapt the games or tie them to the new setting could have made this international pivot feel natural instead of like a weird cash grab. Finally, let's talk about the important stuff. Don't get me wrong, the ending of Season 3 was phenomenal, no question. But everything leading up to it, kind of a letdown. The season only had 6 episodes, and it felt like they were stretching a story that could have been wrapped up in Season 2 with just a couple of extra episodes. Instead of giving us new, jaw-dropping moments or deeper character arcs, the writers leaned heavily on just 2 new games and left a bunch of character stories unresolved. We're talking major plot threads and side characters that just vanish without closure. A tighter script or a few more episodes to flesh out those loose ends could have made Season 3 feel as crisp and satisfying as the first 2. So there you have it. 5 things that could have taken Squid Game Season 3 from good to absolutely legendary. Did you agree with my points? Or do you think the season was perfect as is? Drop your thoughts in the comments below and let's get the conversation going. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a breakdown. What other shows or movies do you want me to dive into next? Let me know and I'll catch you in the next video. Stay safe and I'll see you soon.